Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna make this quick little video on how to operate an end dump trailer. So I'm gonna go through all the steps that I do to unload this thing. I'll show you the way I do it. I'm sure there's quicker, faster, better ways other people do it, but this is the way I do it and what I know. So we're just gonna pretend in this scenario that I'm here where I'm gonna unload. And the first thing you're always gonna do is make sure there's no power lines, nothing up there, because you stand this trailer up and hit a power line, bye-bye. So that's the first thing you're gonna do. We're imagining that I'm backed up to exactly where I'm gonna unload this thing. We're also gonna pretend there's not a line of trucks over here waiting for me to hurry up, and we're gonna pretend the CB radio is not on and nobody is telling me nothing on the radio like, what's taking so long? So this is a perfect world scenario. The next thing you're gonna check to make sure you're level. You're gonna make sure this thing ain't leaning to the left or to the right. You're on a level ground. You ain't on no, humps like that or in a little small ditch or anything like that. You want it to be level. The reason for that is these trailers tip over. So if you stand it all the way up and all the weight is on the very top and it catches, it's coming down one way or the other. It's taking the truck with it. So that's very important. And if it's ever in a situation where it's not level, set that sucker down, readjust, pull forward, reverse, come in at a different angle, do whatever you got to do, but don't pick that sucker up if it's not level. The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna dump your bags, and you're gonna pick up your lift axle. So that's dumping it all the way down, as you can see, and it's picking that sucker up. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock my tailgate. Let's see where this guy's going real quick. I'm not sure if I'm in this way. You good? Okay. All right. So sorry about that. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna dump the bags, raise the lift axle, and you're gonna unlock it. From there, you're gonna come back here and you're gonna open up your tarp. All right, so like I said, the next step is to unroll your tarp. You're gonna unroll it all the way that way, and you're gonna make sure this handle right here is sticking this way, because if you have it turned that way, when you pick the trailer all the way up, it's gonna hit it, it's gonna bend it, it's gonna break it, and you gotta buy a new handle. That's the next step. The next step after that, remove your mud flaps. You're gonna take it from here. I got little hangers, I'll show you right now, put them under there. Because if you stand the trailer up and you have the mud flaps there, when all the product comes out, it's gonna fall on it, and when you got to pull forward, it's gonna grab, it's gonna rip the mud flaps off, or maybe it'll pull the trailer to one side and down you come. I don't know, there's a million scenarios, but that's the next step. Alright, so once you do that, now you're ready to open the door. There's 3 different ways you can unload. You can open up this coal chute. That's usually granules and stuff, something dirt, something that's going onto a conveyor belt, and it's just coming out of this thing. Or you can open the door completely all the way this way. That's the safest way because it's wide open. And the other way is a barn door. You're going to take this pin out, and that's going to stay locked, and the bottom is going to swing open. I'll show you both ways real quick, but this is the way I usually do it. So the other lever that I did back there, it unlocks these ones. So that's the first lock. These are the next ones. And then here's the final one up here. Undo that lever. Pull it down. Slide up. And then bring it back here. We got a little chain. So you hang that little sucker in there like that. And that's it. So as you can see, I'm empty. Like I said, it's a little demonstration. It's still dirty. I'm gonna go get a washout for tomorrow. So the next thing is to do is to stand her on up. Let me show you how we do this. So we're all set up, ready to go. The next thing you want to do, you're setting your trailer brake, but not your truck. Your truck is released. You set your trailer. So the reason you do that, when you pick the trailer up, the truck walks back to the trailer. So we're set up, we're ready to go. Truck's in neutral, and pushing the clutch. Put it in first. Turn on your PTO, engage your PTO, take it back out, put it in neutral, release the clutch. Once you do that, you're ready to go. You're gonna stand the sucker up, you're gonna push a button in and start raising it. That'll take her up. That stops it and that sets her down. This one shuts it off sometimes, but let me start over here. In gear, engaged, neutral. And once you go, pick her up. She's going up. That's it. She stood all the way up. So if you look, there's 5 different levels. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can kind of count them when you're going up. You can feel each level when it hits. But this is it. So it's standing straight up. So typically, depending on the material, it'll all slide out of here, and it's all going to be bunched up right here. So this company, they don't want us to pull forward. They want us to lift it up. The stuff's gonna fall out. It's gonna slide out. We're gonna set it down. We're gonna scoop forward. Then we're gonna pick it back up. Other guys, they'll pick it all the way up like this, and they'll pull forward with it up in the air. And as you go forward with it in the air, the stuff is just gonna slide all the way out. But that's all there is to it. And then it's empty. Go back to your truck. I'll kind of show you from the front. So you can kind of see what I was talking about on it being level. So if it's not level, it's going to be crooked. You'll see that sucker leaning. It's a little crooked right now, but it's empty, so you don't have nothing to worry about. But if there's a bunch of weight in the top that gets stuck and doesn't slide out and it's leaning, and it's going to go to the side easily. But that's all there is to it. So we're pretending we're empty. Get back in here. Well, really, you were already in here. You never got out unless you want to go check it. But you come down here, slam that sucker down. She's coming down. That's it. Put her back in hold. You just unloaded your first load. You're gonna set her down, put her back in hold, set your truck brake, release your trailer, so that way the trailer's got air. And then you do everything in the reverse steps. Once you close the door, inflate, pick that back up. Don't mind that these are backwards. So there ain't no need if you're empty to be rolling around with this on the ground. So you pick that sucker up, relock your pins in the back. So I'll unclose it, it locked the pins as you see here. Pick this one back up. Put your pin. I actually had that backwards. I think I picked it up. It was empty, it didn't matter. This thing, I need to fix this. So that's down, as you can see, this one down, and then you pick it up. It was already up, that's why, because I'm over here trying to talk. I can't think and talk at the same time and work. So it was already up, so I didn't even mess with it. So if I were to go back to that other step, I wouldn't even touch this one because it's already up. You done inflated it, you done locked it. That's it. So you done rolled up the tarp, tightened it up. These bungees here, if you're wondering, it's very important to put them because it's holding the back of the tarp. So if you don't put them, it's going to be flapping in the wind. And when it flaps in the wind, it's basically this seam back here, it's going to rip it off. You can tell this one's already been repaired because they got an eyelet that they put, because factory it looked like that. But it'll rip the whole back of the tarp. Long story short, someone stole my bungees and I didn't catch it in my pre-chip, and the whole back of the tarp was gone. So I had to eat that one. But you put those bungees in there to hold it down, got your mud flats back, everything's locked up, and that's it. That's how you operate an end-dump trailer. So sometimes after you're empty, you need a good sweep. So if you sweep it, you know, you can sweep it, but sometimes you can leave it open and open up the coal chute that I showed you and dry for a little while, and it's going to blow everything out. So depending on the material, you know, you could do that. Sometimes you have to get a washout, because right now it's really dirty. So I'm going to go get a washout tomorrow since I'm off this week for Thanksgiving week. So I'm going to go get a washout, wash the truck and trailer, so that way come next week when I get back to it, you know, I'm ready to go. I don't have to worry about a washout or anything like that. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your CB radios.